Welcome back to the Kevin Show. I'm Langue, and today we're doing Guess the Criminal. We have 5 people here. 4 of them have never committed a crime in their fucking life, and 1 of them committed the highest of crimes. They're gonna one by one sit in that chair, tell their stories, and our job is to figure out who's lying and who's telling the truth. Did you snort?
Yes. Don't worry about it. Hey, he's doing his thing. You good?
Yeah, it's some criminals here.
Speaking of criminals, I got the best panel ever. Herman Rice, Steady Love, Aaron Branch, and guess who's back, baby? It's James Davis! And as always, first round, we're going off looks. Who we think looks like a criminal. Herm?
I
defer to you.
Number 5.
Oh, whoa. I like that. I like that. I see what you're doing.
Bye.
Exactly. I don't know whether it's crimes of passion or he's just on capers, but
if 5 was a criminal, it's drug related.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing the
getting high on the supply.
But aren't you not supposed to do that?
Well, he's like, I didn't bring all your drugs. I did some of them before I got here.
I tried to test it out.
I don't think number 2 and 3 are the criminals just because, I think, first of all, black people, we here to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? I know you look like you from Wu-Tang, but I know you ain't do nothing. The RZA, the Jizza, the Puma.
I feel like you volunteer for a community football league. He's like, now y'all can do anything you want to do in this lifetime.
He looked like he got a good message.
Damn, look at that hairline though.
What?
That motherfucker way back here like the moon. Like.
Okay, let's do it right now then.
But we just started.
First of all, your stylist is the criminal.
Ooh, let's get him, James.
Second of all, it's giving scared straight.
Ooh.
Third of all, it's giving I know the dude who knows the dude who went to the league.
Oh,
Fourth of all,
fire extinguisher!
Fourth of all, we gotta arrest your dentist.
All right, we can't do no more.
If you haven't liked the video yet, please do so. Right. Denny, what you think?
I'm gonna go number 3 as well.
Why?
You said as well.
Why? No one said 3. What you mean as well?
Me and the viewers.
Oh my God, nah, you're crazy.
Because I didn't want to be stereotypical, but he looked like one of Herm's cousins I don't trust.
I seen your cousins. Why
I'm gonna stick with number 5. I don't know.
You gonna stick it to number 5?
I'm gonna sock it to him.
I didn't hear it. I didn't clarify.
Why number 5 here?
I don't know. I just feel like he's probably the most unassuming, which makes me feel like he's probably him.
Okay, James. That was a real answer.
Yeah. What did you want me to say?
Something funny, maybe? Come on, let's be real.
I don't want to agree.
Come on, bro.
But he has, you know what it is?
Hey.
Come on, James.
Hey.
Don't agree with him, James. Don't do it. Don't do it, James.
Don't leave the case ringing to me.
In a court of law. James, that man got a good job, James.
Is that a button up under your hoodie? It is, right?
Oh, you might be coming from court.
But no, seriously, it is definitely 3.
Yes, I'm stupid.
It is not him, bro.
Okay, thank you guys.
Hilarious.
Thank you for your looks donations.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna go number 1.
Wow. Okay, why?
I'm gonna go against the idea of like looks, the stereotypical looks. She looks the most quiet. Earlier, we were all doing a little clap thing. I don't know if you caught that. She didn't clap. And when we said hi everyone, she said, crime. Number 2, we're gonna find out. 3 just feels too obvious.
I know.
Why does he? Time out. Why does he strike y'all as a criminal? What
That
makes
Flavor
him?
Flav watch on his wrist.
Okay.
It's one patch too many.
The button up under the hoodie is crazy. Come on, y'all.
What is the fur on the shoes?
Come on, man.
Let me ask y'all a question. Why is it only white collar when they white?
Good question, Herm.
Cause y'all don't think they violent criminals? Number 4 looked like he put people in the basement.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then dress them.
And then,
But hey, Herm, but he dressed him up neatly.
Put on this chain.
He's like, I don't want to do this to you.
But here we are.
And then 5, I agree a little bit because of the hat. The hat is definitely giving I sell drugs.
It wasn't cheap.
He said I got that
It wasn't cheap.
Even better. How'd you afford it?
I didn't.
Exactly.
no, he the connect.
See, I need to hear what kind of crime it was.
Yep. Which is exactly why we're moving on to the stories. Number 1, what is your name, where are you from, and what crime were you convicted of? Tell us the story.
Okay, hello panel. My name is
She been to court. She been to court.
Your Honor,
be you.
attendees, jurors.
Wow.
my name is Jewel.
Jewel,
Yes.
That's a criminal name.
for sure. Where are you from, Jewel?
I'm from Long Island, New York.
Oh, okay.
Crime.
Have risen.
I tried to tell y'all.
Criminal.
I tried to tell y'all.
Okay, so when I was in college, my friends and I needed money because we wanted
Guilty.
to go on break, and everybody was on break except for us. So we robbed a diner.
Hold on. Let her land. Let her land.
Okay, my
And
man.
land.
we stole a car to rob the diner.
You stole a car.
Technically, I had access to the keys for the car, but I wasn't supposed to use the car.
Okay, walk me through.
I don't
Walk
like
me
it.
through that day.
My friends and I were all like, everyone was gone. We were on campus. Everyone's gone, like at school in the whole town, and we are like kind of pissed off. We were supposed to also like go on a trip with our friends, but we had like no money.
Just get to the juicy stuff.
Can't tell a woman that. We about to find out what perfume she put on.
Right.
I was house sitting for my professor. We took his car. We had these fake guns that looked like real guns, but they were like water squirt
Come on, man.
guns. You know what I mean?
Water guns.
Water guns.
Yes.
And then we went to this diner that's like by the highway, like outskirts of town.
What was it called?
I think it was called like
Diner.
Robinson's Cafe or something. Like, I don't remember what it was called.
The diner was called a cafe. Note that.
Listen, Robinson's Cafe.
Note that. Diner was called cafe.
Beans.
So the reason that we went to that place is because my friend used to work there, and we knew that even if they called the cops, like nobody would show up to this place.
Inside job.
Come on, man.
It was a little bit of an inside job. And we went and like, there were like two people there, and then like one guy was like working, and then there's like one guy probably in the kitchen. We did way too much. We were like pushing like off the counters and like screaming.
Sit on the fucking ground.
Yeah, that's like kind of accurate.
So you walk in, you hold these diner people at gunpoint with a water gun, and you say, "Give us all the money in the register."
Yeah.
How much money did you take?
Like $800.
Okay. And you said to them, "Get up." What'd you say to them?
Basically, we were just like screaming, like, "Can give us your wallet, can give us the money."
Out loud.
Yeah.
How big is this diner?
I don't know, like
You don't know? You don't remember the?
a small Denny's.
Look. Hey, Zane.
The joke writes itself.
Come on, man.
That felt personal. You and your friend take the money.
Yeah.
You walk out, and then what happens?
Well, my other friend was in the car, and then
What kind of car was it?
it was like a cute old car.
Isn't this the plot to Spring Breakers with James Franco?
Yes, it is.
This is the plot to Spring Breakers with James
Yes,
Franco.
it is. And actually, that movie came out like 2 or 3 years before,
This is exactly what happened.
and we had seen it, and we were like,
So that's like the white set
She's
it
saying
off?
that that's what they use. Look at number 3. He like this whole line.
I'm not buying any of this.
He's like, I go to that Denny's every Sunday. And I ain't never seen nobody
I
like
ain't never
that.
seen no white hoes. Can we dissect her a little bit?
Yeah,
I know we
go
don't
for it.
believe her, but water guns?
yeah.
Where did you get the water guns from?
They were like they're like you're at a party and you put something in the guns, like.
Like the plastic?
Is.
You mean like the plastic colorful guns?
No, they looked like guns, but the thing is that you knew they were fake because they had the little like orange thing on there.
So what'd you do?
You just rip them off, right?
The orange, they still had the orange things on them.
Cooked.
So y'all robbed?
Cooked.
Okay. All right, Jewel, we'll come back to you. You can get out the hot seat. We'll come back to you.
Good job, Jewel.
Well done. All right, number 2, have a seat. Welcome to the hot seat. What is your name? Where are you from? And what crime were you convicted of?
My name is Sarai.
Hey, Sarai.
Sarai.
Right.
I'm originally from Connecticut,
Oh, nice.
There's no crime over there.
Actually, New Haven.
and I was convicted of shoplifting.
You know what?
I believe
I
that.
can see that.
I believe that.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna. Hey.
What was that?
And the way she said it too, didn't he feel like?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did
Because
that.
listen, I was convicted of shoplifting.
No, you weren't convicted.
Well,
You
Well,
just-
I mean, you
He
know,
like last week.
self checkout, baby. You know what I'm
Self-checkout
saying?
king.
The way you've been promoting stealing from self-checkout, there's a lawsuit coming your way.
Wild behavior.
Hey, no, because these places have shrink rates.
That's true. I do work in retail. It's like when you
You
take...
still work in retail after getting caught shoplifting? Huh.
It was of the past. I was younger. You didn't even let me tell you my story
You're
yet.
right. Tell them what the shrink rate is real fast.
Okay, so shrink is where you keep count of what is getting stolen in the store and what's in there. So you check over inventory.
Shrinking shit all the time.
Yeah. She talking that talk.
So that's what they call it?
Technical term for it.
Honey, I've struck your wallet.
Sarai, I apologize.
Totally fine.
Tell us the story of how you got caught committing a crime.
So this was back in 2016. So I was 15 at the time, so it was a misdemeanor. So
She actually has that information, Jewel. That's important.
so me and my friend, we were shopping around. Like we just got dropped off at the mall because what else are you really gonna do when you're 15?
Yeah, 2016.
We were shopping around and we went into a few different stores. We went into H&M, Charlotte Russe, and then Forever 21.
Charlotte Russe?
Back then, that was a really good store to shop at.
Charlotte Russe, that's what we called it.
Oh, wow.
In Paris.
Shut the f up. you tired of this
Hey, what Trevor say? We don't give a
We would go into the stores, buy something enough to get a bag, and then we would kind of just walk around a bit and then just put stuff into the bag.
That's very
After you
realistic.
had already bought some stuff.
Yeah,
Very realistic crime.
So you would steal on the way out.
yeah.
a little something to go.
We ended up at Forever 21. My friend was over at the pants and I was over at like the shirts and dresses. I was taking a shirt and putting it into my bag and one of the workers came over and she was like, "Hey, can I see your bag?" And I like freaked out because I was like 15 and I was just scared. And she took me to the side and saw the stuff that was in there, checked that the receipts didn't match up, called mall security, and they took me into like their little security office.
Yeah.
They checked the footage and
You know you don't gotta stay around for mall security. You can just go.
I didn't know that. And my friend was over there and she was like, I was just freaking out. And we went in, they ended up calling her parents because I was visiting here in California. My mom was back in Florida. And I ended up getting charged. I didn't have to pay a fine or anything. I just had to pay for the clothes that I stole. And then I did community service for it.
Do you remember how much it was?
How much money? Like $300.
Did they take you back to the other stores you had been stealing? Like,
Yeah, how did the other
No,
stores
they
know?
just, they alerted the managers, like they called them, they were like, hey, like we have a shoplifter here. And then they ended up just going through everything that we went through, like me and the security officer, and then the manager from Forever 21 ended up coming over.
It's
Probably
her.
had tags from
It's
other.
her. It's her.
No, it's not.
Let me tell you why.
I'm gonna tell you why it ain't.
Listen, I was caught shoplifting when I was 15.
never.
Really?
Yes, in
He
France.
stole a goat.
Oh, what?
The story that she told is the exact same story that happened to me. I got put into the mall security office. They went through my bag. They called the other managers. They made me pay for this. It was me and my cousin. Literally, when you were talking, I almost had like PTSD.
Damn.
It was identical to what happened to me.
He trying to tell us his hood life.
I'm telling you.
No, because I'm telling you, in France, I was still getting jiggy. I was still in baguettes, pastries.
He disappointed.
I was stealing hats from mimes.
What?
You in the box. You can't come get me. First of all, you're just throwing a shirt in a bag. They typically have the ink pens on shirts these days. So I'm like, you didn't
But
mention.
this was in 2016. This wasn't
They had them in
these days.
2016.
2016 is still part of these days.
Yeah. It went
Fair.
So that's my point. She didn't say anything specific. If you really stealing, you know certain shit, take shit off. You can't just throw shit in the bag.
I did the exact same thing. I went to multiple stores. The whole thing just, they're gonna make their point, but I already know it's you.
Tell us
I'm so sold.
Tell us about these multiple stores.
No,
You're in the episode.
I am, bro. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be so right at the end. Just watch.
We only on the second person.
That's how much I believe this. I'm telling y'all, make all the comments you want.
Hear everybody out.
This is her. It's Sarai. Thank you so much. All right, let's have number 3 get in the hot seat. Number 3, what is your name? Where are you from? What crime were you convicted of?
My name Mario Alverson. I'm from Los Angeles.
But they ain't gonna give you the whole name, they gonna give you an alias. He said, my name Lil Jake, something like that. He said, my name Mario Alverson. That is a free, clean man of any crime.
That could be a fake name.
It could
Where
be.
are you from, Mario?
Los Angeles, West LA, to be exact.
Ooh, a lot of crime over there.
Well, me and a few friends of mine, we was young.
Guilty.
Doing a
What?
lot of bad shit around the neighborhood, you know, robbing people, you know, trying to come up, stack our money, selling dope. One day we just said, F it, we just gonna go up in here. We're gonna hit some stores. We hit a check cash in place. We went up in there, we robbed the check cash in place, came out of there with about 35,000.
So these places have cash?
It's instead of like going to a bank to cash your check, you go to check
You
cash.
ain't never seen no quick check cash in place? Like
He don't be
you
in
don't
them
pass by like
areas?
Speedy Cash or anything like that? Western Union?
No, they don't have those in Beverly Hills.
Part of the community.
I like that.
So here's the thing, we went on a robbing
Oh, he
spree.
finna lie.
No, we went on a robber spree. So when we went on a robber spree, we got the cash from there. We got away with that. Then we went into Ralph's. We robbed Ralph's, got about another 15 bands.
GTA?
At Ralph's?
At Ralph's.
How you rob a Ralph's?
Easy. We went in all the cash registered, and we took them to the safe.
With the armed security in the front?
Ain't no armed security.
There is armed security in
It
Ralph's.
wasn't no
What
armed
year
security.
was this? What year was this?
This was like in '95.
Okay, he might be right.
So you held everybody hostage, basically.
Just me and 3 people.
Did you have it? Were you armed?
Yeah, we all had.
Put the muffins down and give me the cash!
So what happened was. So what happened was.
Wait, hold on, no. Hey, Aaron, what killed me is Kev being like, were you armed? No, he like, get out.
So nobody move. Bro, I'm asking questions I can circle back later and be like, okay, what kind of weapons?
Don't nobody move.
She put like some type of paper cover over the license plate, but when she took off, that flew off the license plate. So they got the license plates. They looked at the license plate, they found out who was the owner of the car, they traced the car back to the homegirl, boom. They went to the homegirl.
He said boom.
When they get to the homegirl house, they got her. We don't know now. We still counting money up, eating in the morning breakfast pancakes.
Eggs like crazy.
Yeah, on some real yeah.
They count eggs on the
Got
side.
eggs, juice.
Next thing I know, you know, she called us up like, hey, come over. I just cooked y'all something. I'm like, nah, we cooking something. So we get over there.
Cooked y'all something.
So we get over there, long story short, as soon as we start walking up, I started kind of like, my hair started feeling funny. I started feeling something.
You're into
And as soon as I walked.
Wait, hold on. Just 1 second, Mario. What the f did you call it?
I told my friend, I said, bro, something ain't right about this, bro. This don't feel right. And as soon as I said that, I heard noise start coming from behind us, and I went to turn around. As soon as I went to turn around, the police, the FBI, they put the right in my mouth, told me, move, I'll blow your head off.
the FBI?
We hit about 15 to 20 places.
Okay.
What was going through your mind with the FBI? How you at gunpoint?
I was scared as because he said if I move, he gonna blow my brains out. And coming from West LA, you know,
on the move.
They popping us over there.
Yeah.
But anyway, long story short, I got us a lawyer.
He tell a whole long story. Long story short.
Got us a lawyer, yeah.
It's been 38 minutes to wrap things up.
The lady snitched.
Damn.
And she had a bigger case of going to jail more than me, because at this time I was only going, this my first time my second time had going to jail.
Yeah.
And she was already, first of all, she was already 4 or 5 years older than me, and she's already had been to jail numerous times.
So she ran this operation.
She's the bigger fish.
I was facing 71 years of life.
71.
71 years of life for 8 counts of armed robbery and attempted murder. I took it to trial. I beat every case except for one.
You beat every case?
I beat every case except for one, and that's how I ended up doing 8 years on a level 4 at Calipat.
Man, he just came here to brag.
What year did you get out?
2000.
Oh, wow.
I didn't want you to be the criminal. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was hoping it was somebody else.
we
That
just
story
cooked
was
him.
just.
Wait,
We just cooked
Aaron,
him.
talk to us.
Cook him?
We just cooked him, unfortunately.
Okay. Okay.
So he said that happened in '95, and he said he got out in 2000.
The math is not
The math is not
Look, put it like this.
Number 2, you're back in action.
I put it like this. My number is P69712. That's
what was the last part?
P69712.
Oh, someone
I
too.
think you said a letter in there.
Hey, I thought it knew.
He said new.
If you ain't been to prison, you don't even know what I'm talking about.
I've been like, I on Google Maps, I'll be.
I was actually about to put in my bid, but I just think the numbers aren't adding up for that. That last
What
question
doesn't
got me.
add up
So
for you?
what
He said
year,
he said
what
he
year
went
did you what year did you get caught?
I don't actually remember the exact year. It's been a while.
8 years makes him the criminal. Even though how faulty it may seem, if he's saying he's been in prison for 8 years, that beats everybody else out who got in trouble in the mall and all this other. This sounds.
Hey, y'all have big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
All right, let's get- well done, Mario. 4, what is your name? Where are you from? And what crime were you convicted of?
What's up, y'all? My name is Michael. I go by Big Mike. I'm from the 330 Youngstown, Ohio.
Hey, no.
Cap.
Thank you, number 4. Let's wrap it up. Number 5, come have a seat.
We're not doing that.
Never was.
Start from the top.
What's up, man? It's from 334.
Where are you from?
I'm from Youngstown, Ohio.
I'm from Youngstown.
I'm familiar with that.
You are, actually?
Yes, sir. Went to high school near Youngstown. What high school did you go to?
I went to Lakeview. Where's the high school that you know?
I went to school in Wheeling, West Virginia.
No way, yeah. That's like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah.
He just got real white all of a sudden. What happened?
Everything is weak.
I think he used all his black in that first low. He got real white talking to you. Like, yo, it's Big Mike. Oh, dude, that's so awesome.
Okay, all right, Big Mike, what was the crime?
Might be you.
So, 2 years ago, I lived in Oahu, Hawaii.
Why you keep doing that, bro? Why you keep doing that?
Like every white person that learns Spanish, que sabía.
Hawaiians get mad when you mispronounce it, and I got for it. So it's Hawaii.
If you're from Hawaii, please fact check
Please
that.
say Hawaii.
Don't just
Mahalo.
fact check that first.
You telling me they like the
Mahalo.
way you say it?
Yes, they respect if you respect their culture, and that's part of
Someone
the
confirm
culture.
that?
Yeah, somebody Google that.
Then he would just.
He just went black. He just went black right there. I heard it. Hey, he's slipping like a transmission.
Big Mike. Tell us the story, man. You're in Hawaii.
So, I had a good group of friends. We all worked on a sunset dinner cruise together, and we all explored different islands on our beaches on the island on our days off. We went up to North Shore. Beautiful beaches, beautiful mountains.
Been there.
Definitely a little more private. You have been there?
I've been there a lot.
Yeah. You know, we were just on the beach the whole day. We had a beach day, good time, catching up, telling
It's like
stories.
Drew's story. It's like no story at all. No. Bruce walking through the day. I had a coffee. It was matcha. Like
Let's get
matcha.
to the
Oat
good
milk.
stuff.
Yeah, I got you. So, time's going by. We're like, let's go.
Let's get to the
have
good
some fun.
stuff. Time's
Time's going by.
Hey, I went and got an acai bowl.
My friends, we were starting daring each other, doing stupid shit. We thought we had the beach to ourselves. We're like, F it, let's go crazy.
That I believe. A bunch of white dudes on the beach. Hey, f it, man. Let's go crazy.
Not even the white people believe it.
Mario.
No, but Jules is like, that's what we said.
Yeah, Joe is like, see?
Exactly. Let's go rob a diner.
So we were doing stupid shit, and then they dared me to go streak and go in the ocean.
This better not be his crime, bro.
That's the crime?
Was sprinting down to the ocean, ran into the ocean, enjoying my time. We didn't know that in the parking lot, there was a cop car.
No.
Directly viewing the beach in the public park. So I jump in, I'm in there for maybe 2 minutes, right? I turn around and I see the cop walk into my group.
Cop was naked
I
too.
see the cop walk.
Cop running butt naked. I said, hey! He said, welcome to Hawaii. he got the belt on still.
Man, my stomach hurt. No more laughing, man.
So you turn around, you butt naked.
No, I'm in the ocean still,
But you naked.
Yeah. I turn around, he's walking right up to my group. I'm like, dude, I'm actually
Is your
about
group
to-
naked as well?
No, they were close. I was the only one.
I was gonna make sure.
No, it wasn't like that. Come on.
What do you mean it wasn't like that?
It was like that.
It was like that.
Well, they weren't naked. Come on.
I don't know. picture.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, for sure.
Tanner, you next. Come on.
Then he walks over, or he starts walking over towards me. He goes, "Come here, get out." Like pretty much get out of the ocean.
Let me see that thing.
Walk out slow.
And he goes, "Come here." Like, what the hell are you doing?
He said,
was
"Come here."
mad. Yeah, he's like, "Come here."
Bend over.
It's like, what the hell are you doing? I was like, my friends just stared at me.
And he come here again.
And he goes, "You know, in Hawaii."
Bro, you got You need wrap it up, bro. So you in the sands,
Yep.
naked with your group
Yep.
and the cop.
Yep. He said, "You know, in this state, public indecency is a felony." So I didn't know that.
And then he went.
I said, "Yikes!" You know.
Wait, hold on. What did you say?
I said, "Yikes!" Look. Yikes! Yikes! I've never been in this situation. You know, I always talk to cops. I'm like, you know,
I'm white.
he asked my friend for like my clothing, so I walked to the car right in the parking lot with my towel on, and he put me in the car, and he didn't say like a single word after that.
Why you ain't run?
Come on.
Come on.
How many interactions have you had with the police?
Well, it depends. I mean, I'll go up to them and be like, "Yo,
No,
just
I'm not
chat."
saying hello.
No. Time out. Time out.
That's what I'm telling you.
He just said he goes up to them to chat.
That's what I'm telling you.
So did you go to jail? What happened?
I just did a ton of paperwork. He pretty much sat me in a room. He goes, "I have the body cam footage. I have the dash cam footage."
He was watching you for a minute.
His car was, it was crazy because we didn't know.
Cutting clips. He said, "I got it on my phone. I pulled out a DJI. I filmed it for me."
So I did like 3 hours. So I had to go back the next month.
I did 3 hours.
Yo, come on.
Yeah, you know, I was facing 3 to 5.
He got a tattoo.
Years? No, hours.
You know what happened to me in hour 1?
He writing on the wall.
I never want to go back.
So how'd you get out?
Start doing push-ups.
So I had to pay my mom was out. So I paid
You get Muslim.
I had to go to court the next month.
I'm gonna get out of here one day.
I did.
I'm gonna write you.
I'm gonna write you.
The real prison is in your mind.
In court, they dropped it from a felony to a misdemeanor, but the contingency was I had to have it on my record for a year. It got expunged after a year. Clean cut now.
You know what I think? You know what I think? I think you were on the beach. And I think you're telling the story of your other friends who did that.
No.
That's what I think happened.
I think you're lying.
One of us is lying.
Hey.
One of us is lying. That was good. That was well done.
Great stuff.
We got to hear from number 5.
He killed that. That was funny.
Number 5, have a seat. Before we talk to you, what the
That was the funniest ever.
We just
dog.
berated that.
Oh
Man.
my God.
I couldn't think we could get better than Mario.
All right, number 5. What is your name? Where are you from? And what crime were you convicted of?
My name is Jack. I am from Broomfield, Colorado, 80020.
I don't like what the Jack Harlow's going on here today.
And my crime was, it was fraud, it was tax evasion, and it was theft.
Yeah, that's right.
I believe Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
And Herm, you wonder why we called them white crime.
I told you.
So back in college, I was in the work study program. So I was kind of working for my tuition.
Yeah.
We know what
We
it
know
is.
what work study is.
Some people
He
may
said,
not
"You guys
know.
never been to college." Let me.
We are educated.
Herm, he's like, not work release.
I was doing the work study, and a few weeks into the job, I realized that I had access to like the meal swipe information on all of the students' accounts.
He did it.
I told my buddies about this that night, and they were like,
No, wait, it's so funny. When the person's story is kind of real, Mario is so locked in.
into it.
He's just like,
He into
meal
it.
swipes.
Yeah. He's like, damn, I should have did that.
So we were like, we have to try this out. So the next day I went into work, I went into my buddies' accounts and gave them a few meal swipes. And they worked, and nothing happened. I didn't get flagged or like called in or anything. And so I kind of started doing that a little more with my account and their accounts, and there was still nothing. And I started a small business.
Whoa.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. When I was in college, getting them, using people's car for the meal swipes, that was the plug.
It really was.
So I started kind of slow, and like you do the math, the meal's like $27, but you can go into the dining halls and just stock up. So I was like, all right, I'll just make some cash. It was like $10 a meal. And wind of this got through campus and through my buddies' and started selling.
Somebody always talking, right, OG?
Every Sunday night, I would go through my orders and my notes app and check in with everyone, and then the next day on Monday, I'd get everyone hooked up for the week.
Hey, if you're in college, this is a great business. I'm gonna incentivize you to commit no crime.
Just don't get caught.
How long did it take them to catch you?
So I was kind of slow going like September, October, and then when I realized I wasn't getting caught, November, December picked up. And then over break, people, tell stories, hear about it. January and February, I made $100,000 alone.
Jesus. How many goddamn meal swipes you slanging?
Too many, because then in March is when I got the boot.
Okay, let's start with this. How did you get caught?
The dining halls were running low on food. Like they started realizing that they
People were running it
Yeah, they were understocked, and they were like,
so they have we can only do this number of meals.
They're prepped for it.
Based off expectation.
Right, yeah.
What college was this?
Syracuse.
This is at Syracuse?
What year?
Holy, that's a massive school.
Yeah.
The 100K makes sense.
This was my freshman year, 2019.
So then how did they get to you?
They must have launched an investigation because I come into work one day, early March, and my manager, the man who gave me the interview, was like, hey, before we get to work, can you come into the office real quick? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And
he's like Louis Vuitton bag, chains, backpack grill. Here's a in the Bugatti. Yeah, I can pull up to the office.
The chancellor of the school, who I have never met, is sitting there, and I'm like,
So what did they say to you?
He basically said, we
are proud of you.
We want to cut out the business.
We're so proud of you.
That's it. You guys want to cut us up 10%?
So yeah, I walk in and they say essentially what I said, which is our dining halls have been running severely low on stock, and we had to figure out why that's the case. And they went in the security footage and were able to find footage of me individually going through the accounts on the office computer.
Let me ask you this. How were you paid?
Cash.
All cash?
Well, cash, Venmo. I try to keep it to cash because Venmo kind of tracks your stuff like that.
How does that work with taxes? You never reported that?
Well, that's one of my things was tax fraud.
Oh, so that's how that came in. What ended up happening? After, what was the fallout?
So that is where I got really lucky. They essentially said, you're fired, we're expelling you, and we're taking you to court. And I'm like, okay.
Sue me, I got the cash.
Exactly. So do the math. That March is when COVID happened. And so everyone went home, everything imploded, and I took every fucking loophole I could to avoid the court hearings, the Zoom meetings, all this. And then they finally just settled outside of court.
Did you have to pay?
Yeah, I told them exactly how much I made, and they Truthfully, yeah. I was selling $10
Come on now. You're jammed up on camera?
Would you give him the real number?
$113,000 of tax evasion, fraud, all that. I don't know how much time I was gonna do. I was happy settling.
So you gave him the whole $113,000.
And they marked it up a little bit.
And then you kept the other $250,000.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such a specific thing that this is the only crime beyond, I'm sorry, Sarai? Mm-hmm. That's the only one. Hers makes sense, and his makes the most sense to me.
Right.
Those are two very, that's an elaborate operation that I think a young white man could pull off.
The only thing where I'm nervous is this is such an interesting, cool story. I feel like we would know about it.
No,
especially
he didn't get no. If he was getting M's, maybe, but 100,000.
No, my boy would have had a book deal. He would have been on Ellen.
$113,000 of meal swipes.
He would have been on Ellen. He would have been on Ellen.
Big Mike, shut your ass up.
Big Mike's like, I try to get on Ellen.
I see what y'all mean. It sounds a little. The story is too perfect.
It's too good. It's a movie, bro.
How you gonna have a sunset ending? That's crazy.
Cuz, bro, it's privilege.
That is true.
It's it's not hard.
All right, thank you, Jack.
You're like, hell no, what you talking about?
After that story you told.
Are we at the point where we?
Yeah, we gotta vote.
All right, I'm locking in number 2.
Dang.
I know. I'm doing it with Kev. I'm gonna follow Kev.
You got 5?
I got 5.
I got 5 on it. Still in all those plan meals. I got 5 on it. Come on.
Wait.
I'm done now. I'm done. Number 4.
Stop. Right, stop.
Don't tell us to come on.
Yeah.
Like Mario's too perfect. I think for the game of the show, I don't think it's gonna be Mario.
There you go.
Man.
I think Mario, you know, if we look further into his backstory, it is him.
He just ain't never got caught.
No, I'm gonna roll with your conviction. You know, the shoplifting, you know, I don't know, that sounds...
Damn, y'all all come
I
to
can
my
see-
side.
It's convincing.
The issue with me for number 2 and 5 is both of their stories sound so believable.
Yes.
It's so easy to believe that she shoplifted as a kid, but you did lose me without there being any ink tags on anything. Number 5, your story, it sounds like a true story. I just don't know if you did it. It might have been he heard, maybe somebody that went to Syracuse did that.
Good
and
story,
it wasn't
bad
him.
casting.
That's a really good
okay?
Good story, bad casting.
But I want it to be Mario because he has the spirit of a criminal.
I don't want it to.
I don't think he has the spirit of a criminal.
I think he just got the spirit of a man.
The spirit, the costume.
No one is denying Mark being a criminal. I'm going off the dates. He fumbled
the
on
date
the
was
dates.
crazy.
95.
I typically go against Aaron, so on this one, I'm gonna do it again.
I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2 for you, Aaron.
No.
I believe in you. I'm going 2.
Y'all going 2?
That means a lot to me.
Hey, him, I called it
That
from
means
the
a lot
second
to
she
me.
opened her
Also.
mouth.
I know, but you know.
Don't be Mario.
All right. We voted Sarai, number 2, as the real criminal. Will the real criminal please take a step forward?
Yeah! Welcome to winning side. It feels nice.
What? That's crazy. What? But not crazy. That's crazy, but not crazy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were when we knew you were.
Look at them.
That's wild. Everybody back away from him now. Sometimes you want to break the stereotype, but sometimes the stereotype is what it is.
You know where the problem lied? We tried to break the stereotype today.
You did not try.
Herm tried to break the stereotype.
You voted Jake!
Yes, that's breaking the stereotype.
I heard Herm whisper, please don't let it be Mario.
So everything you said was real,
Everything,
start to finish.
start to finish.
He said a lot.
So what about
Let's not make him say it again.
So what happened with the years? You just got the numbers off, whatever?
I got 8 years. 8 years with 85%.
Oh, so you probably was sitting down a little bit for like trial and whatnot that added to the 8?
Well, they counted the time when you were in there fighting your case. then
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
added
saying.
it.
Yeah, we on the same page.
But you're not. You're still locked
Bro, you
up.
could
Yeah,
tell the
exactly,
way he was
exactly.
looking at them when they were
100%.
telling his story.
As someone who's like been through that and reformed, do you have a message for anyone watching?
Always learn from your mistakes, and it's a better way to get money than that, because even though it's good and fast money, at the end of the day, it's not worth it, bro. You can get the same kind of money from working.
Wow. Hey, that's a lesson for y'all. That's gonna be all in a day's work. Good night.
Back in my bag and I ain't gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel.
Jules, anything you said real?
No.
Okay, yeah,
For sure.
yeah, okay, yes. Sarai,
No.
the whole thing was made up.
Yes.
See me after class.
I did the same thing. No,
Big Mike,
Yes,
was anything you said real?
I did used to live in Hawaii.
talk this damn.
Jake, was that a real story or what happened?
My real name is Jack, but and no, I gotta be honest. I was supposed to be in the other video, so they asked me to stick around for this one.
Well, be honest then, Jack.
Wait, so you made all of that up?
No, it was actually someone else. I was gonna do a
I
public
knew it.
urination
I knew
story.
it.
I knew it.
We knew it.
Okay.